Good morning, children. This is our science period. Yes, dear, we all know that our body is made up of different parts. Yes, and each part is responsible for different function. Each part is having a responsibility to perform a special kind of function. Yes, for example, lungs. Lungs are responsible for respiratory. Kidneys are responsible for excretory. Okay, heart is responsible for blood circulation. Digestive system is responsible for digestion. Nervous system is responsible for sending and receiving messages in our body. And skeletal system is responsible for giving shape and strength to our body. Yes, so in today's class, we are going to learn about skeletal system. Children, we all know in human skeleton or in anybody's skeleton, there are different bones in different shape and size. Yes, and these bones are very important because they give shape to body. Yes, in today's class, we are going to learn about different bones. Yes, so let's get familiar with skeletal system. Now, let's start with skull. The skull. What you can see on the screen, children? The human skull. Children, do you know the adult human skull is made up of 22 bones? Yes. How many bones, children? 22 bones. There are 22 different bones in human skull and they get together to form skull. Human skull. Is it clear? Now, children, let's understand human skull little more. For better understanding, let's divide human skull into two parts. One, children see on the screen, one is the colorful part and the other is this white part. Okay, white part is containing facial bones, okay, which gives shape to our face, and this colorful part which is known as cranium, and it protects our brain. Do you know, children, this cranium is made up of 8 large immovable bones. This cranium is made up of large 8 flat immovable bones. Immovable bones means a bone that cannot move. Is it clear? This much is clear. Now see how the 8 bones are there. Now see on the screen. This yellow is 1 bone. Then 2 bone. This purple one and this red one. Children, you can see here. Let me take black pen. Now, can you see this red color? Yes. This is 1. So how many bones are there? 3 bones are there. Now, 1, this green one. So, 4 bones. Yes, now this brown part is again how many? 2. One is right side and other is left side. 5. Now, there are 6 bones. Now, 1, this blue. Again, it is in 2 number. Yes, 2 in number. One is on right hand side, other is on left hand side. So, cranium is made up of 8 large, flat, immovable bones. Okay, and you know what is the job of this part of the skull? It protects our very important thing which control our body. Which part of our body control us? Brain. Yes, cranium protects brain. Yes, children, it protects our brain. This much is clear? Now, you all are familiar with cranium. Yes, you all are familiar with cranium. Now, let's understand the lower part of human skull, that is the facial zone, or the facial region. Yes, now children, here with the colorful part is a facial region. The colorful part is the facial region and it includes 14 facial bones. These 14 facial bones gives shape to our face. This much is clear. So, cranium and facial bones together. What they form? They form human skull. I'm repeating again, children. Cranium is having 8 large flat bones and the facial region is having 14 bones. And they both together form human skull. And you know, children, the only part that we can move in human skull is lower jaw. Lower jaw is only movable part in human skull. Yes, children, you can see here on the screen. The lower jaw, which is the part of human skull, is only movable part in this. Yes, and because of this only we can eat and we can talk. Is it clear? Only movable part of the skull is the lower jaw, and because of it we can talk and eat. Clear? After skull, let's see what is backbone. Yes, the backbone, which is also known as spine. This spine or backbone is very important part of the skeleton. Yes, children. Do you know, children, this backbone or spine is attached to our skull? Yes, you can see here, children, this part is skull. This is the part of skull, and from where you can see this green color. It is spine. This spine is attached to the skull, and this spine or backbone is not one single bone. Actually, it is made up of 33 small bones. Yes, and this small bone is known as vertebra. And because there is 33 small bones, that means it is a plural. So, this plural of vertebra is vertebrae. Because this spine is made up of 33 vertebrae, it is also known as vertebral column. It is also known as vertebral column, and this vertebral column is made up of 33 small bones, which is called vertebrae. Now, this much is clear, children. Now see why this backbone is important for us. Why this backbone or spine is important to us? Because, you know, this backbone or spine help us to twist. Other than twist, it help us to bend. And other than twisting and bending, it keeps our body straight. It keeps our body straight. It holds our body upright. Is it clear, children? So, backbone is very important part of skeleton system because it protects our spinal cord, which I'll be telling you later on. Other than this, it helps our body to hold upright, and it allows us to bend and twist. Now, children, do you know why this vertebral column is important for us? Because it protects spinal cord. And what is spinal cord? It is a bundle of nerves which is connected to our brain. Yes, children, this vertebral column is very important for us. Why? Because it protects the delicate spinal cord. And what is spinal cord? It is a bundle of nerves which is connected to our brain. Children, you can see here on the screen. You can see this yellow line. Can you see this yellow line? What is this? This is spinal cord, which is bundle of nerves which is connected to our brain. And then when it comes downwards, it's spread in our body, which helps to send and receive messages. This much is clear, children? Now, you can see here in this picture how the spinal cord is connected to the brain and how it is spreading in our body. And this, children, can you see here this? Let me take other green color. Okay. Now, children, can you see here this orange line here? Yes. What is this? This is a spinal cord which is protected in vertebral column, which is safe in vertebral column. So this is clear to you all. So children, what is spinal cord? Bundle of nerves. Yes. And what is the job of this spinal cord? It sends and receives messages from the brain to the different part of the body. Clear? Now, after the backbone, the rib cage. What is this cage? This cage is formed by ribs. Yes, children. Basically, there are 12 pairs of bow-shaped ribs, okay, which form a cage. Which form a cage in our body, which enclose the heart and the lungs. This much is clear to you all, children. These ribs are very delicate and they are curved bones. They are curved bones, okay, which are joined to the backbone and sternum. Yes, now let's understand. Now children, you can see here rib cage. Yes, now children, see here. What is this? This is bow shape. Can you see bow shape? Yes, this is bow shape. What is this? Is bow shape ribs. Yes, and how many are there in number? 24 total, but 12 in pair. Yes, 24 in total, 12 in pair. And they are attached to backbone. Okay, the backbone and sternum. What is sternum, children? This is sternum. Can you see here? This is sternum. Okay, which is also known as breastbone. Which is also known as breastbone. So, 11 pairs of ribs are attached to this sternum, this backbone. This much is clear. But the last one, you can see children here, the 12th one. This 12th pair is not attached to sternum, not attached to breastbones. It is only attached to backbone. That is why it is also known as floating ribs. It is also known as floating ribs. Why it is known as floating ribs? Because it is not attached to sternum. This much is clear. And other than this, all are ribs. This much is clear. Now, this is clear. And you know why this rib cage is important? Because they protect our heart and lungs. They protect our heart and lungs. So, the rib cage is very important part of our skeleton system. Now, after the rib cage, the limbs. What are the limbs? Limbs means the arms and the legs. Let's start with the forelimbs or the arms. Now, what is this, children? This is arm bone. This is the bone of our arm. Now, let's get familiar with the name of these bones. Now, ulna. What is ulna? Ulna is this bone. Can you see, children, here in red color? This is what, children? This is ulna. Ulna is a part of arm bone which is inside, which is towards our stomach and chest. Okay. And then radius. Radius is the part of arm bone which is outside. Which is outside. And these both bones, ulna and radius, both are below elbow. Both are below elbow. And above elbow, this yellow bone. Above elbow, this yellow bone is known as humerus. Humerus. Is it clear? So there are basically three major bones. Ulna towards the stomach and chest, the bone of arm which is towards our stomach and chest, and radius which is towards outer side. Okay, and both the bone ulna and radius is below the elbow, and above the elbow there is a one major bone known as humerus. Is it clear? And this humerus is attached to this shoulder blade. Is it clear, children? Now this much is clear. Now what is this, children? This is basically palm. This is basically palm. Okay, now can you see this part? This part of the palm. The bones in this part of the palms are known as carpals. What we call them? Carpals. And can you see now this part of the bone, this sky blue color? We call these bones metacarpals. We call this bone metacarpals. Is it clear, children? And below this in purple color, can you see the purple color, children? Can you see this purple color? The bones in purple color, we call it phalanges. We call it phalanges. Is it clear? So these are the major bones in our arm. Okay, and our wrist and hand is consist of as many as 54 bones. This much is clear, children? Now, after the arm bones, let's talk about the lower limbs or the legs. Now, children, what you can see on the screen, this picture is the image of bones which we are having in our lower part of the body. Okay, and this part is known as pelvic girdle. Okay, and legs are attached to this pelvic girdle. Now let's get familiar with the bones of leg. Let's start with femur. What is femur, children? Femur is the largest bone in our body which lies in our legs above the knees. Okay, let's make it simple. I'm talking about thigh bone. I'm talking about thigh bone which is known as femur, which lies in our leg above the knees. Okay, now come down below the knees. There are two major bones. Okay, there are two major bones. Fibula. This red one. Can you see, children, this red one? This is what? Fibula. This is fibula. This is thin bone. And other than this fibula, tibia. Can you see, children, this pink color? This is the thick bone. Okay, which lies below the knees. The fibula and tibia, both the bones lies in our legs below knees. This much is clear, children. Now, other than this femur, fibula and tibia, there is very important part known as patella. What is patella? This circle, can you see, children? This circle which we can see in our knees. This is known as patella. So these are the important part of leg bone. This much is clear. Now let's understand foot. Okay, now this is our what? This is the image of our foot. Yes, children. Now this blue part, can you see this blue part? A small dark blue color bones. What we call it? We call it tarsal. These bones are known as tarsals. And the bone which are in blue color, just to make you understand, we have chosen different colors. Yes, so these bones which is in sky blue color is known as metacarpals. Is it clear? And the bones in purple colors are known as phalanges. So the tarsal, metacarpals and phalanges are the part of foot bones. This much is clear. So these are the different bones that that is the part of our leg. This much is clear. Now, after the limbs, the girdles. The girdles are very important part of our skeleton system. Let's talk about first the pelvic girdles. What is pelvic girdles? Let's make it simple to understand. Hip bone. Now it is clear. Hip bone is known as pelvic girdles. Why it is important? Because our legs are attached to pelvic girdle. You can see here, children. Children, you can see this part. From here, our legs are attached to hip bones. We can say hip girdle or pelvic girdle. This is clear. And the other important girdle is pectoral girdle. The pectoral girdles. What is this? This is the combination of shoulder blade and collarbone. Now you can see here, children. Children, this is humerus. What is humerus? The upper bone in our arm. The bone which is above the elbow is known as humerus, and humerus is attached to shoulder blade. This is what, children? This is shoulder blade, and from here it is attached to humerus. Yes, and what is this, children? This is collarbone. Is it clear? That is why this is important to our skeleton system. Now, this is the first picture is the back view of shoulder blade, and the second picture is of front view of shoulder blade. The blue color shows collarbone and the green color shows shoulder blade. So these are the two important girdles in our body. This much is clear. Now, these different bones together form skeletal system, and this skeletal system protects our internal organs and it is covered with muscles. The skeleton is covered with muscles and muscle is covered with skin, and our final look is this. It's clear, children? So this is all for today's class. Thank you. Stay blessed.